Okay, so for this video, we're going to be discussing Tim Hortons and the effect that Restaurant Brands International has had on them. It's not going to be the topic you think it is. I will say that much. I just want to discuss my opinions on some of the changes they've made in the past decade and like different things when it comes to the menu that they did that didn't really make any sense. It was almost as if they really didn't do much or really any market research. And I found myself frustrated with said choices. So here I am to discuss them. Their odd menu decisions would be a major thing for me. Like, I remember a couple of years back, they tried to put a Caprice on the menu. And I'm trying to figure out who greenlit that, because who the hell wants a Caprice at Tim Hortons? Who's going to go there for an Italian cheese sandwich? I don't get that. That doesn't make sense to me. Another major change that they made, I believe, as soon as they got in, like this was a while ago, but Tim's used to, like every Tim's, I think, used to be a bake shop where they did everything fresh, and they just stopped doing that. They stopped doing it. It was cost cutting for sure, but it took away a certain element of identity from it when they just started, I suppose, bringing the pastries in, using food service, or, you know, using food service for the donuts. Like, they're nowhere near as good as they used to be. I hate to be that guy. They're still good. I like a good Boston cream donut. Can't complain about that. And they've been making some good decisions, like with the whole biscotti thing they have going on, or their seasonal lineups, I suppose, would be another great example. Those have been pretty solid. I like what they do during October for Halloween, how they do all the pumpkin spice stuff, but that's nothing that every other coffee shop, or I suppose coffee chain, doesn't already do. So, you know, you're not really winning any crazy points there, because it wasn't really their idea. And their quality standard, as another primary example, is so low to the floor that every single time you go there, you don't know whether the food is going to be good or bad. It's like a coin flip. It's a 50-50. What are you doing? Like, I will go there some mornings, and the coffee is either like perfectly mixed, like decent amount of sugar, cream, not too much of it, just even level. You can taste the roast just fine. It's great. It's cool. Can't complain about that, right? Solid. And then the next day, I'll get something that has the whole bottle of creamer dumped into my coffee. Can't even taste the coffee. The sugar is inexistent. What are we doing? How do you get things wrong at a chain so often? How does your standard sift so low that you don't have sort of like quality regulations and maintenance with your employees? It's just odd to me. You'll have to pardon me, I'm a little nasally. I think my allergies are acting up. Another problem would be their supply chain. Their supply chain is horrendous depending on what Tim's you go to. There's one that I go to that is just off of the highway that truckers go through regularly, where they are constantly out of egg, they are constantly out of chili, which is a major, major no-no with Tim's. If you know how popular that is compared to the other soup-like products. They are just constantly breaking down and running out of things, and it's like, how do you guys not realize? You know, you might need to stock yourselves a little better for your items that are bought constantly. This shouldn't be happening regularly. You know, you'd figure that you would semi-impose some sort of standard on the franchisee, or the people, I guess, that, you know, open chains under the franchise. You'd want them to be doing things to a certain standard. No, Tim's pretty much just ignores that. Just their standard has dropped so low to the floor out of, I don't know if it's desperation, but it's just, I don't know what it is, man. And this is not related to what you think it is, because that's not right. I don't agree with that. We're not speaking that way. I just think Restaurant Brands International heavily neglects Tim Hortons. I think they know that Canadians really don't have anything else and will continue to buy from that shitty chain because it is plastered across our country. And people aren't willing to drive the extra 5 minutes for a better cup of coffee at a chain that actually cares about what they're doing, or a local chain. Or I can think of one off the top of my head in the area that even I don't go to. And that's a problem. When a restaurant chain starts to neglect things so heavily because they know, or a business in general, because they know that people will just buy their slop products no matter what, due to the fact that it is convenience and there's a bare minimum that, you know, it's like, oh, I'll keep having things here. I'll complain about it a lot, but I will continue to, you know, eat here. I'm not going to boycott them because it's, you know, it's kind of my only option. They're going to keep doing it this way. We're not hurting their sales enough to let them know, hey, we have to change something, guys. Anyway, I wanted to talk at least a little bit about this off the top of my head, because it's been something I've been thinking about for a while. Because I get coffee from there regularly when I'm out doing things, and it's gotten dumb. It's gotten so dumb to deal with. And I eat there sometimes too. I mean, who doesn't? You know, a good farmer's wrap and iced cap or iced coffee combo destroys your stomach. But it's not only just that, it destroys your perception of what consistency is. They won't even sauce them things properly sometimes. Hell, they won't even wrap the goddamn wrap properly. That's all. Thank you so much.